Have you ever shut your laptop, walked to the door, and felt like you'd simply carried work into dinner? Pause. Take one breath. I'm Pammy Parker. Welcome to the Self-Care Cafe.
I'm so glad you're here. Today we're talking about tiny rituals that help us shift between roles without hauling stress along.
I'm delighted to welcome Maya Singh. Maya works with women designing simple doorway rituals that fit real, busy lives. Maya, thank you for being in the cafe.
Thanks so much, Pammy. It's a pleasure to be here and to share ways we can make small transitions kinder.
Here at the cafe, we take a gentle pause from the busyness of life and gather around conversations that nourish the heart, the mind, and the spirit. Today, we'll translate evidence-informed ideas into 3 tiny rituals you can try, troubleshoot when they feel awkward, and we'll do a short practice together. So settle in and breathe with me for a moment. To start simply, how would you describe doorway rituals in a single friendly sentence?
Doorway rituals are tiny intentional acts, often 30 to 60 seconds, that mark a shift from one role or space to another and give your body and mind a clear cue that the script is changing.
Right. There's a lot of research showing that cues help habits form and that even brief rituals can shift our nervous system.
So you're saying 30 seconds can actually change the brain's habits? Yes, when you create a consistent cue, like pausing at the door or taking 3 breaths, you give your body a beat to change gears. Over time, those beats reduce rumination and make transitions feel less frantic.
Tell me more.
It's not magic, it's pattern. The cue primes the body, heart rate, breath, posture, to expect something new. The ritual is the tiny bridge between 2 states. So simple. Okay, can you walk us through 3 rituals someone could try tonight?
Absolutely. I'll give one for the work-home crossing, one for caregiving to self-care, and one for stepping away from screens, each tiny and deductible.
Go on.
For work to home, at the threshold, this might literally be your front door or the moment you close your laptop. Put your hand over your heart and breathe in for 4, out for 6. Say to yourself, silently or aloud, I am leaving work now. If, for example, you're on a call that usually ends at 5:30, practice this the next time you hang up. That image, closing the laptop at 5:30 and pausing, really grounds it. For caregiving to self-care, use a switching phrase. While you're caregiving, you might think, I'm here for this now. When you finish, silently say, now I come back to myself, and change a small posture cue. Roll your shoulders or stand taller to mark the return.
So simple and humane.
For digital rest, try a 1-minute screen closing ritual. Put the device face down, take 3 intentional breaths, and do a tiny grounding action. Set a cup of tea on the table or place a small stone in your pocket. Those physical acts help your nervous system register the end of screen time.
I love these, but some listeners will hear one more thing to do. How do we keep this from becoming pressure? Make them experiments, not rules. Start with 30 to 60 seconds. Try one transition for a few days and notice what happens. If something surfaces grief or strong emotion, pause the practice. Name the feeling and reach out to a trusted friend or professional. The aim is steadying, not adding burden. That permission to experiment matters. Okay, shall we do a very short guided micro ritual now? 90 seconds, seated or standing. If you're driving, come back later. Ready? Gently close or lower your eyes if that feels safe. Place one hand softly on your belly or over your heart. Take one slow breath in and let it out. Again, breathe in, feeling the body widen a little, and breathe out, allowing your shoulders to soften.
Now imagine a small threshold, a doorway, the end of a call, the edge of a task. With the next out-breath, speak a short phrase that marks the shift. It can be, I am home. Now I rest. Or, done for now. Say it quietly once.
If you notice tension, picture the out-breath carrying a little of it away, like steam leaving a kettle.
I like that image.
If you notice relief, let it sit for a beat. No right feeling, just what's here. Let the breath settle, and when you're ready, open your eyes or lift your gaze.
Notice if your shoulders shifted, if your breath feels different, or if there's a small change in how you're holding yourself. That's enough.
A few troubleshooting tips. If you're rushed, shorten to a single breath and a one-word phrase. If it feels awkward in public, make the cue internal. Shift posture or visualize placing a stone in your pocket. And if strong emotion arises, treat it as information. Slow down, breathe, and seek support if needed. Quick personalization idea. Tie the ritual to what you value. If connection matters, send a brief note. If calm matters, add a restorative breath. Keep it obvious and practice it at the same transition for a week and see what shifts.
Match the action to your environment and values. Small, simple, repeatable. Those are the rituals that actually stick.
If you'd like a simple way to begin, we've put a one-page doorway ritual worksheet in the show notes to help you pick a cue, a brief action, and a phrase. Visit the Self-Care Cafe site to download it and try one this week. And remember, these are invitations, not obligations. Even 30 seconds can be meaningful. Be gentle with yourself as you experiment.
Thank you, Maya. This has been such a calming, useful conversation. Practical tools that actually feel doable. To everyone listening, pick one doorway ritual. Try it a few times and notice what shifts. Come as you are. Leave nourished.
Thank you for listening. If this episode felt helpful, visit our site to download the worksheet and find links to resources and support. We'll be back with more gentle practices and conversations. Until then, take a breath, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you at the cafe.